Good to see everyone, and thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate it. This is one of those special days, one of those historic days, one of those exciting days a university has from time to time, and one for Murray State University and our School of Nursing and Health Professions. So we're breaking ground today on a new $45.5 million School of Nursing and Health Professions building, which will be right across the street, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. A beautiful building, both inside and out, and hopefully you can see that rendering, and there may be some others in the back as well. Our Sarah Lanier is our architect, and she is here, and I'd like to point her out, and also Lance Allison with Bacon Farmer Workman. Markham Engineering is here as well. And let's give them a round of applause. They've worked very hard. Sarah's with Ross Tarn out of Lexington, representing Ayers St. Gross as well, another firm that specializes in nursing and clinical type facilities in the country. And also, she has had the opportunity, along with Lance and Bacon Farmer Workman, Markham Engineering, for the last year to work with our faculty and our administrators, staff, students, and others in designing this building. So these things, they go very methodically. And Jason Youngblood, our Director of Facilities Management, is here, and also his team. And they've done a fantastic job in doing all the work. Angela Lampe is here, and probably many others from facilities management as well. So thank you all for the good work, and thank you for helping make this a special day for Murray State. We have several people to recognize, and I'm going to do that in just a moment, but before we do that, just a few words I want to share with you. So we continue to grow and enhance our programs in this area as we meet the healthcare needs of this region and our Commonwealth. And it's an important responsibility. And it's an important responsibility for all of us here, especially those of you in the healthcare world. In a recent Kentucky Hospital Association report, and I found this very interesting, it noted there were 13,000 open healthcare jobs in Kentucky right now. And 5,000 of them are registered nurses, for registered nurses. It doesn't get any better in the years ahead. By 2035, the registered nurses component grows to 6,000 positions for registered nurses. So we have a lot of work to do, all of us. Murray State University has a lot to do, and we stand ready to do our part, and I know everyone in here stands ready to do their part as well. Some brief history and some facts that I think you'll find interesting. We started a nursing education program at Murray State in the fall of 1948 with a class of 9 students. The original class was 9 students. A World War II veteran, Dr. Ruth Cole, arrived soon thereafter and ran this new program, and she did that for many years. Many of us in here knew Dr. Cole. Some of you may have had her in class. Many of you were just fortunate enough to know her as well. She was a tough administrator and a tough nursing administrator, those of you who knew her. She's been gone for several years, but one of the last times I visited with her, she said, "Bob, make sure they take good care of the department." At that time, Department of Nursing. It needs to be a school. So Dean Byers is making sure I check off all these boxes. And they need a new building. So we checked another box off. But that was Ruth Cole, Dr. Cole. And she was very opinionated in her thoughts. She did a great job as an administrator here. And we appreciate her good work. And I know she's looking down today smiling, because this is seriously checking off boxes for her. Again, she started the program, and she was instrumental in getting the funding to build Mason Hall. And I see Dr. Dan Miller is here over to my right. That's his family, the Masons. And Dean Byers, I think, is going to say a few more words about that shortly. Dr. Miller, I'm glad you're here as well. The original nursing building, which is Mason Hall, opened 56 years ago at a cost of $919,415.62. Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure that would buy a boiler today. Things have changed a bit, but that's what Mason Hall cost almost 60 years ago. But we continue to use this building. We continue to use it well, of course. And we're getting ready to go through, in the days ahead, a major multi-million-dollar renovation of Mason Hall in order to expand all of our nursing and health professions programs. We'll be addressing deferred maintenance and improving the facility in many ways. And Dean Byers and her faculty and staff and administrators of this university have been actively involved in that, along with our architects and engineers as well. So today, we begin the process of increasing the size of our needed teaching space and laboratories and classrooms as we grow and enhance our nursing and healthcare programs. And there's no shortage of needs there, as pointed out earlier. But most importantly, and the reason we're here, the real reason we're here at Murray State University, we're preparing students for the future. And we do that well. And I want to thank all of our faculty and staff at Murray State University and the faculty and staff of the School of Nursing for the good work that they do all across this campus as we finish another semester. And thank you. There's several people, excuse me, again, that I want to recognize and thank. And first and foremost is our Board of Regents here on the front row. So I'm going to call your name, and if you always stand, I want everyone to know who you are, and I want them to see you. Obviously, many are well known anyway. Mr. Leon Owens, our chair. Ms. Virginia Gray, our vice chair. Dr. Robbie Fitch. Mr. Tommy Waldrop. Dr. David Mindshine. Ms. Emily Rourke. Dr. Melanie Schimberger, our faculty regent. Ms. Ellie McGowan, our student regent. Dr. Matt Price. And Mr. G.L. Ovey. Mr. Ovey was not able to be here today because of a funeral in his family as well. These are the folks that make things happen each and every day. We're having a board meeting as we speak, so we've taken a break. We'll go back after lunch and restart. So let's give this group a round of applause, and thank you. For history's sake, I want to point this out as well. My wife, Karen, is here, a proud graduate of the Department of Nursing at that time as well, and she's excited about this new building too. And she says it's long overdue, and it probably is. But we, legislators, and I'm going to recognize you in just a moment, we got there as quick as we could, so we appreciate you. We have several administrators of the university here that I want to recognize that have played a key role in this new facility and really all that goes on at this university. Dr. Tim Todd, Jackie Dudley, Dr. Don Robertson, Jordan Smith, recognized Jason Youngblood earlier, our deans from across campus, our faculty and staff from across campus. Ronnie Pryor is here, who I think some days he's on the payroll. He's actually a contract employee for us. He probably is vested in the pension plan, by the way. But he has been working for the university for 15 to 20 years, and I'm proud of his guidance and assistance as it relates to work in Frankfurt and work in Washington. He's a big help to Jordan and I as we do that work. And let's give this group a round of applause, and thank you. I want this group to stand up. I want everyone to see you too. Dina Byers, the dean who has worked on this for now a few years. And Dina, you're welcome to stand right up. And the School of Nursing and Health Professions faculty, you all stand up. And most importantly, our students, our School of Nursing and Health Professions students. So either stand up or wave, and if you're graduating, I know you have 2 or 3 job offers already. So, you make us proud, and we appreciate the good work, and we appreciate what we're doing today. Our legislators are key to all that we do. So whether it's an academic program, whether it's new funding, whether it's building a new building, we call on these individuals often. We talk to them near daily. We meet with them regularly. I know some days they get tired of seeing me coming, and I appreciate that. I've had a couple of conversations this week with most of them in regard to the upcoming legislative session as well. But they're a wonderful caucus in this region, and they're all tremendous supporters of this university. When you get west of I-65, they're a unified group, and they're unified in their work toward Murray State University. They're unified as it relates to initiatives and programs, and there's a lot going on, and we're asking a lot of them, and they're always there to make it happen. And I want to call out your name and ask you to stand. You're going to hear from them as well. Representative Mary Beth Imes from Murray, Senator Jason Howe from Murray, Representative Richard Heath from Mayfield, Representative Chris Freeland, I think, is here from Benton somewhere possibly. Representative Randy Bridges from Paducah, I think, had to cancel this morning as well. And there's many others that from this region we work with. But thank you all for what you do and support of Murray State. There's several special guests here, and hold your applause to the end. I'm not going to ask them to stand, but I want to make sure that we recognize them. Callaway County Judge Executive Kenny Imes, I think Kenny is here. The Mayor of Murray, Bob Rogers. If he's not here, he's here in spirit. I'm sure both of them are. Dr. Bob Hughes is here, and Dr. Bob Hughes during the pandemic was our Chief Medical Officer and continues to be an advisor to Murray State in this regard. He helped us also and advised us in regard to a new health clinic that will be located in this facility. And Dr. Bob, we appreciate you and your good work as well. Mr. Jerry Penner, an alum, a friend, CEO of Murray Callaway County Hospital. We have a simulation teaching lab in his hospital, and we partner on various grant funding, and Jerry, thank you for all that you do for this university. Mr. David Dill, CEO of LifePoint Health, Brentwood, Tennessee, a distinguished alum of this university, and last week the recipient of the Charles S. Lauer National Healthcare Award in Washington, D.C. This is a big-time award. They give out one a year to the healthcare executive making the difference across our nation, and David received that. He also chairs our national campaign, our centennial campaign, Be Bold, Forever Blue and Gold. And David, we're glad you're here, and we appreciate you very much. Dave Anderson, CEO of Jackson Purchase Medical Center. Dr. Jody Prather may be here as well, a senior executive with Baptist Health and a longtime friend, really a supporter in all that we do. Mr. Kenneth Boyd, I do not think is here this morning, and others will be recognized as well, but I'm hitting some of the presidents and CEOs of Baptist Health Paducah, also an excellent partner, especially in the occupational therapy program housed in our Paducah campus. Also, Dr. Mike Muscarella, his wife Julie. He's the executive director of ambulatory services for Baptist Health Paducah. But most importantly, we don't have a better cheerleader at Murray State University than Mike. And that's in every respect. That's every program. That's the university as a whole. But when it comes to nursing and health professions program, he's even more of a cheerleader. And Mike, we appreciate you. And Julie, thank you for being here as well. And it seems like every time I turn around, he's in the lobby of Wells Hall when I'm here. So you can come into my office. We've got a desk for you. as well. Elisa Coleman, president of Baptist Health Deaconess in Madisonville, a wonderful partner, especially our doctorate in nursing practice as it relates to nurse anesthesia especially. And we appreciate, there's been a lot of changes, and it's a wonderful program. It's a growing and enhanced program. We appreciate your good work, and we appreciate the partnership. Dr. Melissa Bell is here, our Vice President of Academic Affairs for the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education. Dr. Bell assists Murray State with every academic program, growth, and various initiatives that we have. We talk to her, and Provost Todd especially does near daily, and we appreciate, Dr. Bell, you being here today. It was a 4.5 hour trip each way. I've made that about 30,000 times, but we really appreciate you being here also. Dr. Aaron Thompson is the president of the CPE. He's a longtime personal friend. He was not able to be here today. We appreciate Dr. Thompson and all that he does for Murray State and higher education in general. I know Katie Walker's here representing the Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, a former employee of Murray State, addressing healthcare needs and issues for the Kentucky Chamber as well. Ashley Watts, a great supporter, is not here today, but I want to point her out. There's probably other chamber executives here, Michelle Bunder and Sandra Wilson. Mark Manning, our Economic Development Corporation president, may be here as well, but I just simply wanted to recognize those. And I'm going to stop there. Others will be recognized by Dean Byers in just a moment, but let's give these folks a round of applause. At this time, I'm going to call on Representative Imes for a few remarks as well. And again, she's been key to this process, and we appreciate her good work. Representative Imes?
I just want you to know I'm honored to be here today on behalf of the Kentucky House of Representatives. But I'm doubly proud to be here in my hometown and at my home university, Murray State University. It is an honor to represent Murray State in the Kentucky House and to work with President Jackson, our Government Relations Director Jordan Smith, Provost Todd, our the Board of Regents, and the entire team advocating for Murray State. I am very proud of our excellent School of Nursing and Health Professions and grateful for the important work that they do each day, educating our future nurses, nurse practitioners, health professionals, led by Dean Byers. Having a new state-of-the-art nursing building will not only help recruit even more future nurses to Murray State and grow our wonderful nursing program, but it will also be another excellent addition to our already beautiful and historic campus. It was an honor to work on this important project in the House of Representatives and to help shepherd it through the budgeting process. Murray State is vital to our region, and I am grateful and honored to continue to advocate in Frankfort for this special university and our wonderful community. Thank you and congratulations, President Jackson, Dean Byers, Provost Todd, and the entire Board of Regents on this very important day. Thank you.
At this time, Senator Jason Howell has a few remarks as well. We appreciate both our legislative leaders that live right here in this community. Senator Howell has been a supporter in regard to this project and others. We had about a 45-minute conversation this week on other matters that we're working on as well. And Senator, we appreciate you, who represents the 1st Senate District, the best Senate District in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Good morning. It's really an honor to be here today. Bob, you mentioned that we sometimes aren't glad to see you. We're always glad to see you. For those of you who don't know, from our perspective, he is such a blessing to us to be our university president, because he understands the entire process. He walked in the shoes that I'll walk in now in serving the 1st District in the Senate in one of his former tours in life, and did an excellent job there, and is really well respected throughout the halls on both chambers. So we really appreciate everything you do too. Murray State is so important to my district and to our entire region, and its School of Nursing has done an excellent job for years in preparing students for this profession. Mason Hall was dedicated back in 1967. It's ironic here today, a few of you may know this, but President Jackson remembers, what were you, a sophomore? Was that your sophomore year? Or freshman? I can't. No, seriously, a lot's changed. That was a state-of-the-art facility in 1967, but we've come a long way since then. I had the opportunity to tour one of the facilities that this is going to mirror, and it's absolutely amazing what they do from a practical standpoint on educating, teaching, and training our healthcare professionals. I encourage everyone, after this is built, there will be a groundbreaking. We will want to show this off. And please make every opportunity to not just come, but to bring your kids, your grandkids, anyone that might want to go into these schools and in these professions. It's going to be truly revolutionary for how we educate our medical professionals in Western Kentucky. And I highly encourage you to take advantage of that and come check it out. This School of Nursing is going to be great. It's going to be great for our entire community. I can't wait to see what Dean Byers and Murray State does in rolling this out. And I just can't tell you how happy we are for this to be part of Murray State University, not just serving this region, but in our entire Commonwealth in this very needed healthcare arena. Thanks to President Jackson, Dean Byers, the board, everyone that's been involved in this. Let's get rolling, just break ground and get to going.
Jason, thank you. He's funny, too.
I learned that from you.
Yeah. Representative Richard Heath chairs the Agriculture Committee in the House. Senator Howell chairs the Ag Committee in the Senate. And Richard Heath is a friend, and he has 2 degrees from this institution, and he supports our initiatives without question. He works hard for us. And also, I'd like to ask him if he'd like to say a few words as well.
Thank you. I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to say hello, and thanks for inviting me today. It's a great opportunity for Murray State and for this community, and looking forward to seeing the structure go up. You know, when you get to the groundbreaking, you know that it's almost a done deal, right? The funds have been allocated, all the I's have been dotted, the T's have been crossed, and now it's time to get this project underway. Looking forward to coming back for a few more of these events in the future. Thank you.
So now, Deana Byers has several things she would like to say and add to this, who's the Dean of the School of Nursing and Health Professions, and a lot of great things are going on in the School of Nursing and Health Professions, and it's a credit to Dean Byers and her faculty and her staff, and especially her students. We appreciate all that's happening there. Deana, you come forward.
Well, good morning. It is truly an honor to be here today, and it's so good to see so many of not just our partners, but our friends here. So on behalf of the School of Nursing and Health Professions, faculty, staff, and students, I would like to echo President Jackson's remarks. We are so thankful for the support that we have received to build the new School of Nursing and Health Professions. We would not be able to move forward without the support of many that are here today. I would like to recognize and thank the Kentucky General Assembly for the work that has been done there to provide funding for this project, our local legislators, university leadership, the MSU Board of Regents that are here today, President Jackson, Vice President Dudley, Vice President and Provost Tim Todd, Jordan Smith. You've done a lot of work to help make this happen, so thank you. Mr. Jason Youngblood, Miss Angela Lampy, Miss Beth Ward, and a very special thanks to my friends and colleagues with the School of Nursing and Health Professions. They put in a lot of work, and this project is important to them and it's important to me. I would like to thank part of my family for being here today. Chuck and Mason are here, and for those educators in the room, Mason will go back to school as soon as this event's over. He's prepared for that. I would like to recognize and thank our clinical partners, Dr. Mike Muscarella with Baptist Health Paducah, Mr. Kenny Boyd with Baptist Health Paducah, Dr. Marilyn Riley is here today with Baptist Health Paducah. Dr. Jody Prather has helped us a lot over the past years. He is with the Baptist Health Systems. Ms. Katie Walker is here today representing the Kentucky Chamber, but also the Kentucky Hospital Association. Ms. Alyssa Coleman with Baptist Health Deaconess Madisonville, and Lori Oglesby with Baptist Health Deaconess Madisonville. Mr. Jerry Penner is here with Murray Callaway County Hospital, and we have so many of our other partners and friends. Mercy Health with Paducah, our friends with Jackson Purchase Medical Center are here. We have a wonderful relationship with that facility, and we appreciate everything that you do for us. Jenny Stewart Medical Center, Western State Hospital, Norton Healthcare, and Henry County Medical Center. Those are just a few of our partners, and it's a long list, but we could not do what we do here in our healthcare educational programs without the full support of our clinical partnerships. These partnerships provide students with the necessary hands-on experiences needed to assist them in their educational pathway and prepare them for clinical practice. So thank you all. Murray State University has a long history of educating students to become healthcare providers, such as registered nurses. Early nursing education, as President Jackson mentioned, dates back to the late 1940s. Dr. Ruth Cole was hired in January of 1949 as the first director of nursing education. Dr. Cole provided direction and leadership to develop the first baccalaureate nursing program here at Murray State, and in 1964, the first nursing class was admitted. Next year, we're going to celebrate 60 years of baccalaureate nursing education here at Murray State University, and I am extremely hopeful that Dr. Cole is proud of our many accomplishments in the past 60 years. I would also like to recognize Dr. Marty Irwin, Dr. Marcy Hobbs, and Dr. Michael Perlow for all of their work that they have done as nursing leaders. We have accomplished a lot in 60 years. Some of those accomplishments includes the development of the first doctoral program here on Murray State's campus. We have received 2 USDA grants awarded at almost $2 million. A recent HRSA grant awarded at $1.5 million over the next 3 years. We have added educational programs like occupational therapy and respiratory therapy. With the new School of Nursing and Health Professions building, we will be in a position to accept more students and add healthcare programs. We have not always been the School of Nursing and Health Professions. Our vision has changed along with the needs of our communities. Today, we are an educational hub for all healthcare providers and professionals. As we have seen over the past few years, the demand for healthcare workers has grown. The programs offered today in the School of Nursing and Health Professions help meet those demands by producing strong healthcare professionals to support our local healthcare organizations. As President Jackson mentioned, Mason Hall has been home to the nursing program since 1967. And Mason Hall was named by the MSU Board of Regents in honor of Dr. Ora K. Mason. Dr. Mason was a physician, a nurse, and a former member of the MSU Board of Regents. There have been many renovations to Mason Hall and more to come. So in the years to come, Mason Hall will continue to be a part of the School of Nursing and Health Professions through providing additional space for the new healthcare educational programs. The new School of Nursing and Health Professions building will impact the future of nursing and healthcare in so many ways. It will be a place to support our educational mission by interdisciplinary and collaborative teaching and learning. It will be a place for our students and faculty to develop long-lasting relationships. And it will be a place for students who will learn to provide safe, efficient, quality care to a variety of patients in a variety of settings. It will be a welcoming space for our regional middle and high schools to bring students to learn more about careers and education in healthcare. When construction is complete, the new facility will include 2 60-person classrooms, 1 50-person classroom, a large state-of-the-art simulation center, a physical assessment lab, an exercise physiology lab, an essential skills lab, a student wellness space, and faculty and student amenities. All of these assets allow us to achieve our vision for healthcare education and meet the workforce needs of the region and beyond. Today, we're all part of an historic event, and we are so thankful for the support in creating a dynamic space that will transform students' lives as they transform their communities as healthcare providers, healthcare professionals, and proud Murray State University graduates.
So as we close, thank you again for being here, all of you. We appreciate being here on this special day. Thank you for your support of Murray State University in every respect. Thank you for supporting our educational mission. Thank you for hiring our students, those of you that are out there looking for our students each and every day. And we educate a lot of wonderful new students here, and many of them are going to be graduating tomorrow, so some of them may still be available. If anybody's available, we'll find folks in just a moment for you. But thank you. As we work to meet the needs of this region and state, it does take all of us, and we're working hard to make sure that we're accomplishing those objectives. So we're going to go across the street through this door in just a moment. The site of this building is almost the exact location, the exact footprint of the former Murray Training School. Dr. Miller, you remember that. I did. And some others may as well. So it's the exact same footprint. Maybe there's a statement of history there. This location, however, will assist our students regarding access to the Dr. Gene W. Ray Science Campus, which is right here. And other classroom locations. It's a long way to Mason Hall today to here. And so the reason the location is there, and also because our new health services facility will be located on the bottom floor on the north end of this facility as well. It'll be an improved location for health services, a new state-of-the-art area for health services, and it will benefit our students and faculty and staff. I was asked at the beginning to help get us posed. So there's a big group here. We want a great photo, so I'm going to help pose us. I'm not sure how this is going to work, because if any of you have ever been to a ribbon cutting or a groundbreaking, it's kind of chaos deciding who's going to be doing what. So there's 27 shovels Jason shared with me. So board members, legislators, Dean Byers, or faculty and students, grab a shovel, share a shovel, be on the front row. Our other special guests, please stand behind us and around us, and anyone else that wants an historic photo. Most likely, and this is the reason it's important, most likely this will be the last School of Nursing and Health Professions building built in about another 60 years. So we want to make sure we get a great photo. Someone's going to do a history in 50 or 60 or 100 years, and we want to make sure this one's just right. Our legislators, out-of-town guests, special guests, School of Nursing, Health Professions, faculty, and staff, please join us for lunch in Pogue Library after the groundbreaking. It's in the Wells T. Lovett Grand Reading Room, so you're welcome to park right across from the library, and there's plenty of parking today, I assure you. And you can go right up the steps, and if you turn right, you're in the correct location with that. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for all that you do for Murray State University, and go Racers.
Elbow holder, grab a little bit, and then look up at me and smile. There you go. Good. Light work. Thank you.